A
cat.
not roll 20. Nope, not that screen. There you go. Cool. So you're decided to head to the scrap shop first.
So is this Shem here the one that he talked to?
Yeah, that's the bounty hunter.
Okay.
Technically, you wouldn't know his name, but whatever.
I've never seen a fat Twi'lek before.
Fat Twi'lek. There was one in the Clone Wars, except he was fat, and he had like
yeah.
he had like
I forgot
8
about him.
Leku.
He kind of
Anyway.
looks like a panda face.
Panda.
Like, I don't know. His face looks very, like, non-human to
It makes me
It looks
think-
like a bear face.
Makes me think of a
Same.
walrus.
I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's probably just the drawing, but his face looks weird to me.
Makes me think of the bears in the Gummy Bears show, with very long ears.
Okay.
Oh, he's more like a rabbit. That's what he looks like. He looks like a
That-
rabbit.
oh, yeah, that-
Yeah,
you're
it's a
right,
fat
you're right.
rabbit. You're right.
You see it now?
Okay.
Yeah, I see the rabbit more than the walrus actually.
I definitely see the rabbit. Yeah.
But anyway, so you guys decide to head to the scrap shop first.
I mean, I'm heading to the general store.
So you're splitting up, okay?
Why is a blue Twi'lek wearing a blue shirt? That's very confusing.
I don't know.
Poor fashion sense.
Or maybe he just has a
He really
suntan.
cares
So where's
about
Tarian going?
Yeah, where's Tarian going?
Tarian will probably go with Spikes. Or Lavarius.
And where's Lavarius going?
that.
Ours was going with me to the scrap shop. I thought.
Yeah, I was going with the scrap shop.
Okay, so we're splitting in two directions. So the scrap shop is made out of I'm gonna say like 2 or 3, 4 like cargo containers that have been welded together and hollowed out. It's lit by only a couple lighting implements, so it's kind of dimly lit inside. And well, a scrap shop on Raxus Prime is kind of like a sand store in a desert. So there's a lot of stock, and it's not worth a whole lot.
Is there anything that meets the criteria I mentioned earlier?
Possibly. To one side is basically sorted types of metal. So there's like a big pile of scrap, and there's a big sign that's hand painted over it, and it says like Dura Steel, this much per pound, and there's a box of like broken glass, and it's Transparent Steel, this much per pound. There's a couple other shelves or kind of crates that have more sorted types of scrap in it that are, like power converters, 3 for 10 or whichever. Basically, it's someone's gone through a bunch of scrap and hand sorted it. So if you want something specific, you can probably maybe find it. The front desk, or the desk, which is basically a couple cargo boxes stacked on each other. There's no one standing behind it. Sitting on top of it, though, is a mouse droid with a protocol droid's head attached to it. With only one eye glowing, the other one is dead. And the protocol droid perks up as it sees you come in and says, "Oh, hello! Welcome to Gezzet's shop." And it kind of drives off the little car container down a little ramp, and it kind of scurries across the floor, kind of zipping all over the place, back and forth. And it stops at your feet, and the head kind of tilts back mechanically. He says, "Whatever can I help you find?"
I'm going to list off those parts I mentioned to you earlier.
So like scrap metal, a couple power cells, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the protocol droid says, "Oh, well, let's go and see. I may have to speak with the Mistress Gezzet alone. She doesn't talk to many people much." And the little robot kind of like attempts a 2-point turn or whichever, and it backs up, and it goes tunk, and the head hits a shelf and kind of bangs forward. It says, "Oh, jeez, can't you drive straight?" And the little mouse droid kind of beep beep beep, and it kind of drives off, kind of zipping around like a badly driven RC car.
Mm.
Every
think-
time.
Tarian just blinks like she actually found something that just makes her stop for a moment.
Oh, I'm full on laughing. I was muted when I said it before, but as soon as this thing like shows up in my field of view, I like burst out into laughter. And I say to Tarian, I'm like, is this a joke? Is this thing for real? Like,
I mean, it's there, so I guess it's for real.
I just sort of like shake my head and then I say, I guess we should follow it. I mean, is it really the only thing in charge here? This thing, there's no way.
It said the mistress doesn't talk with people much, so I don't think he owns the shop. But
Should-
yeah, let's follow it.
Yeah, okay. And then I turn to follow it.
So, the little protocol mouse droid, it drives as if it thinks it doesn't have the head on it, so it's constantly trying to duck under shelves and boxes and stuff, but banging the forehead of this very dented-looking protocol droid. To the protocol droid's disdain, it insults the little mouse droid in as proper a sense as it possibly can each time. And little mouse droid zips down a hallway that opens into the back area of this scrap heap, and you hear the I don't know the sort of hushed Jawa speak as this droid addresses Mistress Gezet, and you see her down a long hallway that's lined with scrap, and she kind of little brown cloaked figure with the glowing eyes kind of looks back at you and kind of scurries out of the way so she is out of your line of sight, and it's you hear that jabba jabba wikyopa thing, and the droid turns back and comes back to you and says, "Oh yes, of course we have those things for you."
How much we talking on price here?
And he says, "Well, we have all the you said cylindrical Durasteel?"
Yes.
Oh.
Polished preferably, but it's not necessary.
And the protocol droid pauses at the idea of polish and says, "Well, sir, this is not much on this planet is polished."
Something that can be polished. Again, not necessary. But if you have it, it would be nice.
And so the little protocol droid drives her around the shop. And he says, "Well, sir, I seem to lack arms, but you will need 2 of these and 3 of these," and as it leads you around to show you where all the little items you need. Basically scrap wire and a couple power cells and
Electronic parts, power
Yep.
cells, pipes,
then it finally leads to the front.
hyperdrive parts if it's there.
Would you be able to recognize hyperdrive parts?
I don't know. I could find out.
On top of you don't know what parts you need.
Just random parts, I'm curious.
And eventually the little protocol mouse droid would lead you up to the front, the desk, as it were. And you have your couple handfuls of stuff. He says, "Well, with all the prices on there, and supply and demand, and all of that, price of..." You hear like beep beep boops as the mouse droid does something things, and he says, "Well, possibly 300 credits for all of that."
I'm gonna see if I can negotiate that down a little bit. Like, surely you can do it for whatever, 100 credits. I'm
Let's
just gonna
see
say.
what I want. Okay, so you would roll your negotiations.
Do I add anything to it, or just straight up negotiations?
I'm going to check protocol droid's abilities. I'm probably just going to say an average, but I'm going to check here to be sure. Sorry. Protocol droid. Negotiation 2. Negotiation is an intelligence skill.
Hmm.
Alright.
No, it's presence. Presence.
Oh, present skill. So yeah, just 2, difficulty 2. And let's say every success will lower the price by 20 creds.
Sure. Can I say that success is one of the pieces I'm after is actually high quality?
Sure.
Thank you. That's good enough. Throw 300 credits, sure.
He doesn't really have a
No.
cash drawer or anything, but you just set it down on the counter kind of thing. I don't know what form credits take. Some show them as coins, some show as like electronic stuff. I don't know.
This was the amounts I requested, right? And everything?
Yes. You'd have all the supplies you'd need.
Okay. That's good. Could
What
they,
are the other 2 who are with you?
have them have that delivered to my ship? Is that a problem?
He said, well, I didn't think we were that of high tier of establishment, but I believe something can be arranged, sir.
I look over at the droid and I say, maybe you need a hand with that, and I like, but
Very good
emphasis on it.
jest, Master Zabrak.
And I'm like, thank you, it was good. See?
I'm gonna make
Biggles.
a roll. Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
Okay, no, I just say sea biggles. Some other people think my jokes are good too, and then I just sort of help carry whatever.
I think Tarian, I'm going to roll mechanics just to see if she like understands. Well, would it be mechanics to understand like what Vorith is trying to do with these parts that he's getting?
I would say, yeah, mechanics. I'd make it an easy check for you.
Okay. Oh, get rid of that die.
Yeah. So he's collecting pieces to make. Well, he's collecting lightsaber pieces.
Mm-hmm. I think like Tarian was just sort of
But
like
in-
happily looking around the shop before,
Yeah.
and then like, sorry, what were you saying?
In the volume, he's got more than enough to make a lightsaber. Like far
Mhm.
more than enough.
Yeah, I think she just like pauses all of a sudden, like when she realizes what's going on, and then she just like her face falls, and she just sort of gives him a glare and just like walks out of the building.
It's plumbing supplies.
She just kind of like shakes her head at that.
You don't want this. You don't want the head breaking and not having parts on this while we're traveling.
Shrug, it seems legit to me, and then I like pick up all the like parts that he's got, start helping carry him.
Well, they were going to be delivered to the wires. Wires can put them somewhere.
Oh, okay. If they're gonna be delivered, I just drop them.
It's like, oh, they're delivered.
Yeah, I just drop them like on the spot, without thinking.
Okay. So meanwhile, Jeskai is heading towards the general store. The general store is one of the prefab buildings that are amongst the settlement. Basically, meaning it was could be confolded up and compacted to be easily transported should it need to be.
Hey, it looks like you're eating a bag of flour.
Totally a bag of flour.
Nom nom nom. Or he's just like
so,
licking
so
coke.
pottery and good.
I don't know what, I didn't see it, but for the second I saw it, it kind of looked like a big bag of raw sugar, maybe?
Cane
It is
sugar.
It is from sugar.
So I wasn't far off the dot.
He's got a big bag of cocaine, so he's like licking his finger and
I'm making tea.
Oh,
But what kind
Tea.
of tea? There's tea and then there's tea.
So the general store, it's well lit, it's well stocked, and it's well sorted. The first thing you'll notice about all the stock in this place, it's all sealed in plastic. So you pick up one like weird bluish red rectangle, and it's vacuum sealed in this package, and there's a sticker on it that says like male shirt, standard human size. And the store is run by a Doug, which is a alien race, stands approximately chest height on a human. Stands, its
he
feet come from
playing
its upper
cards?
shoulders. I don't know what that picture is. It's just it's a picture of a Doug that's not Saboba. And yeah, so Salty sits at the front desk of this place, which is actually a store counter, not really made up of other scrap. And yeah, he perks up when you come in and says, welcome to my stall, sir.
Say, thank you. I'm here for a certain bounty. Well, the only bounty that was available for me.
Oh, not here to buy then.
I'm afraid not, sir.
Very well. Yes, I've placed a bounty on a human folk who lives in the settlement by the name of Benjin. It has come to my personal attention. I had a case of Corellian whiskey delivered to my shop not 2 weeks ago, and I have him on security footage of him taking this case. I would like it returned, and an apology.
So you want him to return your case and with just a written apology, or do you want a videotape?
Or in person.
That too.
In person would be preferable. Now, I don't want him killed. Which is I'm assuming you're not a guild bounty hunter.
I am not.
No. Which makes sense. I don't want him killed. If he puts up a bit of a fight, feel free to. I wouldn't say no for you defending yourself, but yes, I would like my case back, and I would like an apology.
That can be arranged. Do you know where he lives?
Yes, just on the north side of the settlement.
I'm assuming he doesn't know there's a bounty on his head.
No, I imagine he's enjoying my whiskey.
Right. Thank you. Any specific time restrictions?
Well, I don't want to be sitting here all month.
All right. Expect to see him sometime this week.
Excellent.
Pleasure doing business with you, and then I'll walk out,
Okay.
and I'll go to where the rest of the group is.
Well, you'd probably meet them outside the scrap shop. They
Yeah.
were probably in there a bit longer than you were.
Yeah.
But you'd see Tarian sort of storming out. Without the
Something
other
happened?
I think she just blinks for a moment, considering saying something, and then she just kind of shakes her head and just no, nothing.
If there's something wrong, there's no harm in telling me.
It's nothing. It's fine. Okay. She kind of fidgets awkwardly, as she looks around and she realizes that the other guys aren't out of the room yet, and she's with you, and she just kind of doesn't seem to really enjoy talking with you.
Jessica will just stay silent and just.
You've experienced this plenty
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Tarian seems to be really awkward around you for some reason.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, Jessica understands, and he'll stay quiet, waiting for everybody else.
So this
So
point where I
angry
come
about
out,
buying a few pipes.
at this point I probably come out and I'm wiping tears from my eyes, and I'm like, oh, you should have seen it. In there, there's a droid, and it's got another droid's head on. Oh, it's hilarious. And I come out laughing. I'm like, oh, this is awkward. And I look back between you two. I'm like, this again? The silence?
That was a
happening
good joke,
again?
Lavars.
What happened in
Yeah,
there?
see, it was good times. That's what happened in there.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know. He was buying parts, and then now she's mad about it.
What type of parts did you buy, Vorth?
Plumbing supplies.
Don't remember a plumbing being broken.
Well, I just want to make sure that like the head on the ship doesn't break while we're in transit.
Future proofing. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
I look at Tarian and say, "Is this true?"
Yes, totally. Plumbing supplies. What did you find out about the bounty?
It's a man who stole a bunch of bit of whiskey from the man in the general store. We merely have to get the whiskey back.
Are you still there?
Shut up, phone.
Get the whiskey back and make him apologize in person to the owner.
Well, hopefully he hasn't already drank the whiskey.
Hopefully, yes.
Of course, we can still get
I
it
know
back,
where he
but I don't think
lives.
he'll want it.
I know where he lives. I don't know exactly whether this will take less than an hour, so that we may still make it in time to our appointment with the mechanic. But what does the group
Yeah,
want to
I don't
do?
know. I just sort of like
Well, we can
punch
talk
my
to your
own.
mechanic, and then we can go do this cheap bounty hunting mission afterwards, if you like.
We can do that.
I like punch my own hand, and I'm like, all right, this should be easy. All you gotta do is make a guy give us a thing. That's easy.
We're talking to the mechanic first. We're not going to get the bounty first, Spikes.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, I just got a little excited, all right?
I know you like to scare people, but not everyone should be scared.
Oh, that was where that white noise was. Thought it was my headphones.
So good. So, is it the decision you're going to the mechanic shop first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I grumpily agree. I'm fine, whatever.
Okay.
Say, I'll put my hand on Laversa's shoulder and say, "Don't worry, the time to scare people will
Yeah,
come."
all things come in time.
Good. Better. I've been waiting.
I call dibs on stealing a bottle of whiskey.
I would vote against that.
You need. but make sure
Tarian
you-
is the party like drunk college girl apparently.
Make sure you don't learn to love the violence too much.
No, you'll end up somewhere alongside my road.
My guy's just sort of like, no, let's just go see this mechanic so I can scare someone. Come on. It's taking all day.
All right, I guess
Wait.
we'll go see the mechanic.
But we're seeing the mechanic to get parts for the ship. You're not
No.
scaring the mechanic.
Well, I mean, if I could. I mean, he might give it to us for cheap if I do. There's that.
I look Laveris up and down and say, "I don't think you're scaring him anytime soon."
What?
Violence isn't the best answer anyway.
You don't think I am scary? Look at me. I got horns.
I think
How many people do you know that have horns besides me?
Tarian rests her arm on her shoulder to like just, and that's all. That's her only comment on it.
And I just
Like-
say, "Of course."
Rush you aside, and I'm like, I didn't push you. And I'm like, yeah, easy.
Only you have horns. You're correct. You can do
Yeah.
it.
And your entire race, and
And
probably
horns.
1,000 other races in the galaxy.
Or Tarian who has horns that add like a foot to her height.
Horns are scary. My horns are scary. Look at how many of them there are. There's easily like, I haven't really
Yeah,
counted
yeah,
them in a while,
Spikes,
but I
you're so
think there's
scared.
still 8 unless they got knocked off.
I could buy you a file to sharpen them.
Oh, you know, that would be a good idea.
I'll be right
I'm
back.
sure it will.
Isn't it how that one Jedi dies in Clone Wars? Is that the Zabrek like head butts her in the gut?
Wait, what?
I don't remember, but it wouldn't surprise me.
I don't know.
All
So
right.
Are my
you head
horns
heading
a
over
lethal
to.
weapon?
I don't know. They're only like that long. I don't see how they'd be lethal. You gotta
It
go
just hurt like hell.
Yeah, get a good scratch, maybe a decent puncture wound. Nothing to kill him with, though.
Yeah.
So, you guys head to the mechanic shop for the second time. Tremo is still working on his speeder. Rom is sitting behind, I don't know, the counter, or basically he's sitting in a pilot's chair, and his feet are kicked up on a crate or a box of junk or something like that. And he sees you guys walk in. He says, "Oh, Jeskai, is your friends? I thought you said there was
Yes.
4."
Hey, Rainer, what's your shirt?
Oh, no, never mind. I guess Hay's not here. Tarian's there. Never mind.
My shirt says how to settle an argument, and it just has rock paper scissors.
Oh, okay. Rock, paper, scissors. Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
But yeah. So Jeskai, these are your friends.
Yes, these are my companions.
So he looks at his eyes fall to Tarian and says, "I thought you said they were going to be capable. I'm hiring young folk, but I'm not hiring kids."
She can handle herself, and if anything, we'll pull each other's weight if necessary.
Tarian just kind of like pulls out her blaster for a minute and spins it and winks at the guy.
Jeez. Okay there. Don't put your eye out, hun.
So I'm just gonna step forward and say, like, so my friend tells us you can fix my ship.
Oh yes, I'm a mechanic.
What is this little job you said you wanted us to do now?
Jobs. So,
No. Are you talking about actually just looking at her ship or fixing her ship now?
well, I haven't seen your ship. I assume it's the one just outside town.
Well, tell us about these jobs, and we'll see if we can agree on the price here.
Alright, and he takes a small hollow projector out of his pocket, and he hits a couple buttons, and a display of terrain appears. It looks like it's moving, so it looks like it's being shot from a moving vehicle that's in the air. And it stops and centers in on what looks like the fuselage of a fighter that's been sitting on the top of the junk. It says, "See, I want this." This was a survey footage that I acquired a few weeks ago, and this part, this fighter fuselage here, struck my eye, and I would like it. So I just need you to, since I'm assuming the ship on the outside of the town is yours, I just need you to fly there, put it in your ship, and bring it back, and we can talk about the next steps in repairing your ship. I'm assuming your ship's engines are running, correct? Does it fly? Or
Yes.
are we pushing it here?
Yes, it flies.
Good, good.
Why aren't you getting the ship yourself?
Now you see, I'm a lover, not a fighter, and it's in someone
So it's
else's
fighting?
territory. No, I wouldn't say fighting. It's just not in my territory.
Whose is it in?
It's in Kraz's territory.
And who is Kraz?
It's a Jawa. Jawa leader, nice guy.
So you want us to piss him off instead of you?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't say piss off. You just gotta go there and come back.
What type of resistance should we be expecting?
I wouldn't. Unless you go in shooting or anything like that, or make a broad change in yourself, I wouldn't say any. It's a big planet. It's a wasteland.
You said it was an X-wing? What you said?
It's like a fuselage of a fighter, like a headhunter or something like that.
Okay. And he wants the whole chassis. How are we gonna get it in the damn ship?
There's a cargo lift on the ship.
So we can just like fly down, grab it, and fly off?
Pretty much.
That's the idea, yeah.
So don't worry, if the guy gives us any trouble, I'll scare him off. And I give like my most menacing look, but it's sort of mock menacing, and then like maybe Biggles growls too.
I think Tarian blinks for a moment, and she's like, "So what you're saying is you want us to send in our damaged ship to a place where it could get more damage, so that we can give you something so that you'll pay up, so that we can pay you to repair our ship."
No one's mentioning credits.
The object is the payment.
And you set an indeterminate number of jobs after this.
Well,
I mean,
fixing a ship is a very involved procedure. You see, a simple bantha milk run probably wouldn't pay enough.
How about you take a look at our ship, tell us what's wrong with it, then we'll negotiate.
I would. I'd be able to easily tell you what is exactly wrong with your ship. But my technician is going with you, so I won't have anyone on staff to investigate your ship.
Oh, well, if he's going with us, he can, take a look at the ship while we're going there.
Oh, of course. Why not?
We don't understand what he
So-
says.
so-
He turns over to Trimo and he says a big diatribe in Rhodian or Huttese.
So does Trimo here do all your actual work?
No. Of course not. I know my way around a spanner.
Well, if Trimo here is not the actual expert here, I think you should come with us.
Roll a hard negotiation check for that.
Could I assist him?
And I will
Actually,
upgrade
could
that once.
I don't think. Wait,
So
I don't think I have jack shit to assist him. So fuck that shit.
So 2 purple. Oh, I moved you guys. I moved you guys, not me. So 2 purple and a red. Renegotiation.
anyone want to assist me here?
And how are you going to assist?
I
Could I assist him by I don't know, do I have to assist him with the same kind of role, or could I be could I roll mechanics and be
basically you can declare assistance, like I am helping him, and he would get a blue dice.
yeah, I'm gonna helping, and what I'm
But
basically
how
gonna
are
do
you?
is
Basically, I'm asking is how do you help? Do you pipe in and add something to the conversation? Do you threaten him? Do you?
I'll help by threatening him. I'll be like, hey, don't try to sell us short, bud. And I'll just look at him and I'll kind of get up in his face. I'll be like, we don't want no second-class mechanic for this kind of work. And I get up in his face.
Okay.
we don't even understand its language. His
Uh,
language.
No, it's the
No,
Twi'lek guy.
he's talking to Rom, the
Yeah.
Twi'lek.
Not
No, and
talking
I'm talking about his apprentice. So when he's talking about the second rate, I'm saying well, plus we don't even understand.
Yeah, it's a
I
What he
just-
said. We don't even understand this guy.
So yeah, you'd be rolling. With no, just Vorith. You'd be rolling negotiations, with 2 purple and 1 red, and 1 blue.
I believe in you, Boris. Or I don't.
Or I can hit the right button and do it correctly.
Oh, I know. I do believe in you. Totally. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
And okay.
Hey.
This is you need me in more of a supervisory standpoint. I will send Trimo with my holo projector, and I will be there in holo projection person for anything you may need me for.
Squint at him. I'm like, yeah, okay.
You can't exactly
Right.
inspect our ship through holo projector.
Well, I can speak with Trimo. Trimo can be my eyes.
So Trimo's still doing all the work while you just sit here doing nothing.
Trimo is a
That's-
perfectly
that's-
fine,
that's
qualified
Harley-
mechanic. And Trimo's just sort of, since Rom's called Trimo over, Trimo's just sort of watching this back and forth in basic in a language he doesn't really understand, occasionally hearing his name. and looking somewhat confused / worried.
Yeah, once he says that he's gonna be there in holo projector, I glare at Tremo like for the rest of the conversation. Unless I do something else, I'm just glaring at Tremo.
I really wish Tremo understood basic.
We all do.
Tremo he'll be instructed in what he needs to do.
I wonder if my data pack could actually translate for me into Rhodian.
In
Star Wars
text,
translate?
yes. So you could type something in basic in text and say translate to Rhodian and show that to Tremo, and he'd be able to respond.
I'm going to do
But
that.
it'd be a very slow and drawn out process.
I'm going to do that, like, right in front of this Twi'lek and ask the Rhodian, like, are you a qualified mechanic?
And Tremo would nod. Of course, he gestures to the speeder that he's been working on.
Are you happy working here?
He nods.
Would you like to get off this planet?
Tilts his head at you. And he
Yeah,
takes
I
your data
agree.
pad from you and types something in and hits translate and hands it back. And he basically says, why would I need to leave? Are you implying something?
We're looking to hire a qualified mechanic for starships.
And you show that to Tremo, and Rom is like, hey, no scalping my help. I'm hiring you. You're not hiring my guy.
Well, it seems that we are, because you don't want to come.
I got a business to run. With Tremo and with you, I have to fix the speeder he's been working on.
Anyone got any objections to this whole
Nope.
horrible plan?
Not really.
I don't like him. I just say that.
Of course you don't like him, that's the point.
Darian's just like, sure, we can do it. I don't really care.
See no problem with this.
Okay, we'll do it.
Good to hear. You have the coordinates? I'll be here.
All right. How fast do you want? Well, I guess you want it now. Well, I guess we're going.
Zoom.
Well,
Yeah.
if you
Go
don't want to
ahead.
go if you don't want to go now, you need Tremo with you before you leave. But if you want to do other stuff, go right ahead.
Is Streamo available right now?
He's standing right there.
Yeah, let's just get this over with. Or do we want to do the? Do we want to take care of the bounty first?
Having a little extra cash on hand
Yeah,
might
let's
be
do the
nice.
bounty first. You need
Yeah.
to realize this Twi'lek's just going to do a shell game. He's just going to give us one job after another.
Yeah, true. Let's just do the side quest first.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do the bounty, and then we'll do this job. Then if he screws us over, we can let Lavaris deal with him.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So you head to what did I say? Benjen's
Yep.
house. So it's a handful of minute walk. Any planning or anything you guys have in mind, or are you just gonna kick in the door or something like that?
I'm
Fourth.
going to go up and knock.
Okay, so the plan is knock on the door.
What's this guy's name again?
Benjen, human, male.
Okay, Benjen.
So, you find Benjen's house, which is basically a crew cabin that's been taken off a starship and just plopped on the ground, with a makeshift porch sitting out front. And you see Benjen sitting out front. He's sitting on a reclaimed pilot seat with a couple boxes, like metallic boxes sitting next to him, on top of which sits a large wooden case with the stamp of Corellia on the side. And he's got a square glass bottle in his hand, and a slug thrower sitting across his lap. And he sees you coming, and he says, "Hey, stay away from my property." And he pets his rifle.
Do we see any bottles near him?
There's one in his hand and one
Yeah.
on the floor.
Can I read the label from here?
No.
But he did say there was a box with a stamp of Corellia, and it's Corellian whiskey. So
Yeah.
You can imagine you guys are basically standing on like the outside of a picket fence that's not there, and he's sitting up on the porch of the house.
But we can get to him in like if hypothetically we run to him, right?
Yeah, he's maybe like 10 meters away.
Honestly,
Right.
like, are you Master Benjamin?
That's me.
Mind if I have a word with you?
You can talk from it there.
I think it'd be much more comfortable if we just sat down and have a drink together, though.
I'm not sharing any of this. You bring your own.
Well, I don't have any to bring, but I still like to sit down and have a word with you.
But if you don't got your own drink, you can't come in.
Let's see how I
He takes a long swig of this amber liquid.
So, how do I want to process this? So, that's some nice Corellian ale you got there. Where'd you get it?
that's not ale, that's whiskey.
Whiskey, whatever.
How you know? Could be my own shine.
Well, Kuzwara said you might have walked off with that.
That alien? Liar. Guess
And
what?
your box sort of has Corellia stamped on it, and it's wooden
Yeah.
and nice and fancy.
I say it's kind of obvious you stole from him, and then I like step up to him and I say, "Now you want to give the rest back, or am I gonna have to hurt you?"
I like how no one ever lets me just deal with it for resorting to violence.
Of course not. Talking.
That's I don't know. That's not really the party's deal at the moment.
Jessica, just shut the fuck up.
He sees Laverius take a step forward onto what he's decided is his, and he sits up and he like lifts the rifle. He's not pointing it at you, but he's got it by the trigger and is pointing upwards, and he has the
That's what
rifle.
I-
And he
I
says,
just want
"Hey,
My hand,
you
my
take
hand
one
flies
step
to my
forward,
blaster.
and I put a hole in it."
I'll step in front of Lavera's just.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put my hands up like, no, we don't want we're not here for any violence. We just Kuswar just wants his alcohol back and an apology. That's all he wants. We don't want to cause any trouble if there doesn't have to be.
Alien's a liar. Deals with the Imperials.
Look, obviously this idiot isn't gonna come back without us forcing him to. So I say we skip all the nice, pretty, flowery talk, and we just make him come with us.
As you turn to talk to your friends, he's like, "Hey, impolite to talk about someone in the third person when the right air."
My hand, I like like holster my blaster. I don't point it at him, and I'm like up. I go, hey, I don't honestly. I have zero to no respect for you. And I just stare him dead in the eyes.
I'm just gonna go like this in character and just take care of it.
say,
I guess
"Look,
after I'm giving the go, I'm just gonna rush to him. Just fucking bolt towards him.
Okay, so you guys would roll cool if we're gonna do this this combat wise.
Just don't try not to hurt him too much.
Can I actually use my sword like in a non-lethal way?
If you do it with a difficulty
I would
hit
say
to it,
I would say
Okay.
just use it as like a brawl roll.
It'd be better if I just increase the difficulty.
your blaster pistols have stun settings.
I can't know.
the blaster's on stun." Yeah. I didn't actually want to fight him, but I was just gonna intimidate him into coming with us. But whatever. So now.
I'm just
You
gonna
guys-
I'm just gonna put him in a position where intimidating him is viable.
not with him having a fucking gun pointed at us.
I didn't mean to roll that force die.
This window. Okay. So he's gonna roll vigilance, and you guys are gonna roll cool, just to see who reacts first. I'm gonna say, oh no, initiative is unwhatevered. Initiative cool. Initiative cool, guys. Advantage. Tarian's got 2 successes. He is going to roll vigilance.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
fucking god, Boris.
How'd you have? Oh, you have points in cool.
Yeah, 2 points.
Whoop, wrong dice.
I was gonna say,
That was a
holy
lot. That was a lot of stuff.
That's like as much vigilance as I have.
shit, dude, it's good. Fucking fighting against a secret bounty hunter.
Oh wait. But you guys, honestly, you guys know more about the character sheets than I do. There we go. So did that change our initiative order? Anyway, so he got 2 successes.
Oh my fucking god.
A lot of PC slots on here.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
We get to go how many times now?
Like 7?
Let's do this the old-fashioned way. I'm going to just delete all of these. So let's see. I'm just gonna make sure to see if you guys act faster than him. Tarian has 2 successes to his 2 successes. Borith would react first.
Obviously.
Then
Except for it's just a generic PC slot, so anyone can react first.
yeah, okay.
May I?
Up to you guys. This probably isn't gonna
so-
take very long.
I don't know. I was just gonna intimidate him. I don't really know what your guys' plan or what your plan is to do, Draco. So, I mean, are you just gonna go over there and like get behind him or what?
I plan on fucking knocking him the fuck out.
Well, I'm just gonna shoot him with a stun blaster bolt.
Short range? Yeah, short range. We fine? It's up to you. Whoever goes first.
Let's roll range light. Do I add anything to it?
If it's a short range, it would be a 1 purple.
Okay, where's my range light?
I would like to say that my character is in front of the party, but
I'm not very good at shooting, but you know, here we go. Damn.
well,
So basically, you aim at him and it
Yeah,
goes boing, and the stun shot is kind of you shoot like blue circles at him, kind of thing.
Yep.
And I guess you either don't hit him or he's you don't hit him.
I'm just gonna say I miss.
You miss. And then next would be another.
Well,
it would be
whoever
him. No, it'd be. Did you guys tie? Where's my dice log go? He got
an advantage.
You got
so
2 and 1. You got 2. So he would go first.
I'm not really sure what to do with advantage here.
In combat, generally, advantage is spent to improve the next person who goes, recover strain, activate weapon properties.
I'm just gonna say that made one of his bottles.
Like in the
I mean, where do you get advantage?
On the dice.
Yeah, you didn't get any advantage.
Yeah, you didn't get any.
2 successes, 2
Oh,
failures.
I was thinking. I meant on like initiative.
Oh, I
No,
think that just sounds
on
fair to me.
initiative, it's just the a tiebreaker.
Oh, okay.
Because since initiative rolls is a non, whatever, not non, compat. You know what I mean.
Yeah,
Anyway,
good thing. Anyway,
so he goes next. Where's his sheet? On right here. So he's going to roll his ranged light. He'd have that. He'd have that. He would have that. I'm gonna upgrade his roll because he's drunk.
makes sense.
So he's basically. Is Jeskai running at him or? I don't know.
I am running at him. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna try to shoot at you. Ouch. All right. Oh wait, what the hell? Why didn't that add the dice in? There you go. So yeah, he basically he did that in the other one. Anyway, so you come running at him, and he tries to level his rifle, except he like pulls the triggers too soon, so it like zooms over your head, and it's a slug thrower, so it's kind of like a traditional rifle. And then yeah, it would be the rest of the party, in whatever order you want.
May I?
Sure. Oh,
I-
actually, no. It would be bad for you to go because once you get in like melee range, it makes it a lot more difficult for us.
Okay, then you can shoot him, and then
Yeah.
I'll
I still haven't gone yet either, so.
Yeah, it's basically it's the rest of the round is you guys, so you can go
So-
wherever you want.
After we deal with the drunk guy, let's take a break, by the way.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, Tarian just like pulls out her pistol in a flash because she's good at drawing weapons. Because why not? And she misses. So she just like she brings it up and she pulled it out a little bit too quickly, and it just like shoots right by his head.
Are you shooting on stun?
Yes, I am.
Okay. It kind of goes boing off. So what's Slavaris doing?
Seeing that everyone seems to fight, I like pull my blaster up and point it at him and I shoot. It's on stun, so don't worry.
Yeah, we don't want to actually hurt the guy or kill him.
Yow.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I think you got him.
So you do the first success confirms you hit
forget-
him, so you get does 6.
You did forget the difficulty though.
You did for yeah.
Oh,
you-
I
Oh,
forgot the
geez, yeah.
difficulty.
Just
Yeah,
just roll
hold
an
on.
extra a single difficulty die.
Single die.
Yeah.
Roll.
Okay.
Okay.
So you have 3 successes, 1 triumph, and a not despair threat.
Threat.
Anyway, so you can take 1 strain for the threat,
Okay.
because I don't know, Jeskai's running up, so you had to carefully aim around him or something like that.
I would have said his dog or something started barking.
Stressed.
Strain is the easy go-to thing. And he would take 6 stun, plus the extra 3 successes for 9 stun, and the triumph counts as a success. Or no, yeah, triumph counts as a success, so he's taking 8, plus triumph is 9, and triumph is something really, really good happens.
Sweet.
So yeah, you catch him in the chest. His rifle flies through the air, and he drops the bottle, the half-full bottle in his hand, and it drops, but it just sort of like hits the ground perfectly square and lands perfectly safe.
I like.
And he basically, you can imagine this guy like falling backwards on his rocking chair, so it like tips over on top of him.
I blow the end of my blaster pistol like. Whew, that's how it's done. I sheath it, and then
So basically, Jeskai's taken off running, and like 3 blaster bolts go faster than him. And by the time you get to the front, the front porch, this guy's lying on his back, his feet are up in the air, and he's totally unconscious.
So, like, Jessica will just look, just say, and then just like, sheath his sword again, and then just pick the guy up, say, somebody grab the wine, we'll just take him to the general store.
I'll pick up the wine. I don't want Tarian to get it. I'll run over and grab it.
No one drink from it.
Tarian races you.
Do we have to roll like opposed rolls here to see who gets there first?
If you want, let's see what
Yes.
what skill would
Well,
you be using
the guy's
here.
not going to be able to apologize when he's unconscious.
He'll wake up. Let
Let's
it wake
say,
up,
let's see, an agility, coordination maybe, or just straight up agility.
I mean, up to you.
Yeah,
It's just a silly roll. Just go straight up agility. It doesn't really matter.
Athletics is for pushing movement to longer speed or run.
Oh,
first.
athletics would do it. Yeah.
So
So sure, athletics or brawn.
All right. Oh, we have the same dice. Duh. And I suck. Oh, and I rolled.
So
okay.
Tarian gets
Wait,
there
but I-
first.
hold on. I missed. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, you
doesn't
beat
matter.
me.
Yeah, Tarian just like races up and grabs the bottle, and she just like sticks her tongue out at Lavaris.
Which one?
I
Like,
like you-
the half empty one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'll grab the rest of them. Then I'll just
Just grab the big crate that had like 20 bottles in it.
yeah. I'll
I'm
be
going
like,
to head
don't
back to the ship while you're
don't drink that. That's for this.
You're far too young for that.
It's not like you'll want it anyways.
Still, you're far too young to be drinking that.
She looks at Jessica and she's just like, You think I haven't drunk alcohol before?
I hoped.
I sort of like look at you and I'm like, I think everyone here is drunk before, and then I just sort of walk off with the crate back to wherever we're
It's a
supposed to
bad
go.
habit.
Cool. So you wander back in town, and we can take our break here,
Yeah.
and we'll be back.